Okay, so hi, I'm Dave. This is Dave Explains. Now, I have been working on a project to build a violin because I am exceedingly broke and no one's subscribing. Not enough people are subscribing. I shouldn't say no one is subscribing. Not enough people are subscribing. And I thought, people like watching build things. So, yeah. The problem with this, though, is that once I actually do build it, I should probably be able to play it. So I bought this $36 violin from Amazon, and it. Oh, I put it away with strings tightened. That's not good. We have this thing, and it comes with a bow. And some people have already kind of sneezed at it and everything online because I did do the thing. But I mean, it does have a lot of really good reviews on Amazon. Of course, nowadays you can't really always trust those reviews because while yes, it is like 4,000 people saying that the violin is good. I'm just kind of like loosely gripping this and tightening it. So like it's actually rolling in my hand. I'm not continuously doing this. I'm doing this to a certain torque, I guess you would say. So that is tightened again. These are supposed to be loosened. The bow should be loosened when put back into the case, apparently. Now you get a very nice case. This case is actually, it's strong. It is a very nice case. And it has this in here where, your bow goes in and then it goes onto this little clip here, and then the clip rotates to lock the bow in, which is really nice because I actually got another bow that is very, very interesting. Or sorry, another violin that's very, very interesting. That's not online. It's actually a violin that's over 100 years old, and that has like a little thing to rise on, lift up. It's not great. Anyway, so this plastic bag came with a bow. I like to kind of use it to keep the bow at a nice humidity and everything. I don't know. But this is supposed to be basswood and maple. The funny thing is that the I question why it's basswood and maple. This bridge, a lot of people say that they're missing it. A bridge should not cost that much money in the first place. I do wish that they would have like the little straws on there, the little easements that would help from digging into the bridge. But like, I mean, if you're talking about a bridge, I don't think that's really the most expensive part of the violin. But it does come tucked in here in this little this paper wrapper here. So far I really like it because it doesn't come with a lot of plastic. Now here it is your rosin, and it's stuck on this little cloth, which is kind of neat. And you put it in your little cup here, and you push it up with your finger up, and so you can put tension against it. My thing is I mean, that's nice, but I haven't really had any problems. Now, the rosin looks like that. And that's a big problem. Now, I tried rosining this bow several times, like a couple hundred now, and nothing has attached to it at all. And then I found out you're supposed to take like a plastic spoon or fork. Now I did this with an actual metal fork, and I can tell you right now that a metal fork would work better. I don't know if it's just because rosin is not digestible. So they're like, oh, you can just throw out the plastic fork afterwards. This is obviously not a disposable one. I mean, not one that I would prefer to, but you're supposed to kind of rub the rosin until it's dull. Now, me personally, I think I'm going to use a car key here, a pocket knife. Yep. I have neither in my pocket. So I'm going to use this USB thing, and I'm going to kind of scratch it up more. There. Now it's definitely scratched up. Now, the reason I'm making this video is because of the fact that so many people go on Amazon after this and they talk about how they rub the rosin on and they can't get the thing to work, and a lot of people will say that their violin teacher told them that this is a crap violin, and I get it. It's probably garbage. I'm not gonna lie. You know, it's $39. What are you expecting to get? But they're also not looking up on how to quickly rosin your bow. Now this method, they say, should be like 20 or 30 times, and it should play. And when I got the 100-year-old violin, I think that the bow had been restrung, because I tried using that and it didn't work, and I was very, very dismayed, because this is a 100-year-old violin. It should work. So I thought, maybe I'm the one making a mistake. I wish I would have done this before I rosined this, because then you could have been like, oh wait, it doesn't work. My dog just walked away. So that's what this light rosin. I do have a dark rosin that came with the other violin. I actually had my doubts that this one would work. Maybe if I keep rubbing it, it'll get even better. I mean, obviously it will. And right now you can see that I've cleaned it up again. It's not quite as dull as before. The scratches are a lot more definite there, which means the rosin is definitely getting on the bow. So it is actually starting to work better and better and better. It's just that the bow might be kind of garbage. Hold on. Okay, so here's the 100-year-old violin. You can kind of see a difference. I like this violin, but this violin seems to have a thicker, broader neck, which is a little bit easier for me to work on, I think, as I'm just a beginner. But this is the bow. And this bow did not work either. But you can also kind of tell what bow is the nicer bow. This one's, I wouldn't say this one is like top quality, but it's more quality. This is the $36 bow, or violin. Now the 100-year-old bow came with this dark rosin, and I'm wondering if maybe we can even mix rosins. Probably not. Probably not. It's probably the dumbest thing I could have done with a violin. I don't think so, not really. It might warp the strings, it might do the bow some not good stuff, but if you really think about it, it is probably not going to change the violin. It just might cost me a little money and some annoyance. Who was mowing their lawn in December? All right. $39 bow, $39 violin, black rosin. So, what does that tell us? Oh, sorry. Just in case you're like, oh, he's changing up the bow. Here's the bow. Okay. I'm going to leave that bow right there so you can see. I'm going to take up this bow. So, the rosin is the problem. It's this dark rosin, all natural, finest quality, Kafko dark, which probably has been in the case with this 100-year-old violin for a couple of decades. This stuff, this block is going to be better than this little dinky thing that comes with the $39 violin. And this back then cost $295. I've seen them for about the same amount of money now on Amazon. So if you're going to get the $39 violin, and you're just going to practice and have a little bit of fun, yes. Just for a little reference. They're still so... Pull it out, turn it, and then twist it into place. Pull it out, tune it, twist it into place. There we go. See, this has the bridge protectors. So one of the things I will say when I first picked up this violin is that I actually think I like the violin because I can see what both my hands are doing. So, I'm going to be learning. Those are my two violins that I did not have a week ago, and this has been Dave Splains. Please consider subscribing. This is only supposed to be about rosining.